What if I told you that right now, at this very second, you're spinning at over 1,000 miles per hour? You can't feel it, but Earth is rotating beneath your feet at incredible speed. Now imagine, what if that speed suddenly doubled? What you're about to discover will absolutely terrify you, because the consequences, they're far worse than you think. We rarely think about it, but Earth's rotation is perfectly calibrated for life. We've evolved over millions of years to exist at this exact speed. But what happens when that delicate balance breaks? Let's explore a scenario that could turn our world into an unrecognizable nightmare. If Earth's rotation speed doubled overnight, the first thing you'd notice? Everything not bolted down would fly eastward. Think about it. You're currently moving with Earth at 1,040 miles per hour at the equator. If the planet suddenly sped up, but you didn't, it's like slamming the brakes in a car going highway speed, except you're the one flying through the windshield. Buildings, cars, trees, even people, everything would be hurled eastward with devastating force. Cities near the equator would face the worst destruction. Skyscrapers would crumble like sand castles. The chaos would be instant and absolute. But that's just the beginning. The real horror lies in what comes next. Here's something that'll blow your mind. Earth's rotation actually makes you weigh less. The centrifugal force from spinning counteracts gravity slightly. At the equator, you weigh about 0.5% less than you would at the poles. Now double that rotation speed. Suddenly, this centrifugal force becomes powerful enough to significantly reduce your weight up to 2%. Sounds fun, right? Wrong. This same force that makes you lighter would also deform the entire planet. Earth would bulge even more at the equator, stretching and stressing the crust. Massive earthquakes would tear across every continent. Volcanic eruptions would explode from the pressure. The ground beneath your feet would literally be tearing itself apart. But nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to what happens to Earth's oceans. Currently, oceans bulge at the equator due to rotation. Double the speed, and this bulge becomes catastrophic. Water would rush toward the equator with unstoppable force, draining from the poles and flooding equatorial regions under hundreds of feet of water. Coastal cities? Gone. Entire nations? Submerged. We're talking about tsunamis that would make any disaster movie look tame. Waves miles high would obliterate everything in their path. Billions of people live in coastal areas. Their homes would become underwater graveyards. Meanwhile, regions near the poles would see their oceans retreat, revealing new land that no human has ever walked on. But who would be alive to explore it? Now, let's talk about something even more mind-bending. Time itself would change. A day wouldn't be 24 hours anymore. It would be just 12 hours. 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of darkness. This might not sound catastrophic, but think about the consequences. Plants rely on the day-night cycle for photosynthesis. Animals, including humans, have circadian rhythms built on 2-4-hour cycles. Suddenly, having that, ecosystems would collapse. Agriculture would fail. Your body's internal clock would be in constant chaos. Sleep disorders, hormonal imbalances, psychological breakdown. And the weather? Oh, the weather would go absolutely insane. The Coriolis effect, which governs wind patterns and ocean currents, depends on Earth's rotation. Double the speed, and hurricanes would become twice as powerful. Storm systems would be unrecognizable. The jet stream would shift dramatically, plunging some regions into permanent winter while others burn under relentless heat. Here's the terrifying truth. If Earth's rotation speed actually doubled, human civilization wouldn't survive. The combination of catastrophic natural disasters, destroyed infrastructure, collapsed ecosystems, and climate chaos would create a cascading extinction event. Even if small pockets of humanity survived the initial destruction, the long-term consequences would be unsurvivable. No crops, no stable weather, no coastal cities, no functioning societies. But here's what should really keep you up at night. Earth's rotation is actually changing. Not dramatically, we're talking milliseconds over centuries, but it's changing. Natural events like earthquakes and ice melting can alter our planet's spin. It's a reminder that the conditions we depend on for survival are far more fragile than we realize. We live on a spinning rock hurtling through space, and we've gotten so comfortable that we forget how precise the conditions for life really are. Earth's rotation speed isn't just a random number. It's the difference between paradise and apocalypse. So the next time you feel solid ground beneath your feet, remember, you're spinning at over 1,000 miles per hour, and thank the universe it's staying exactly that way. What do you think would be the scariest part of this scenario? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.